butchered characters beyond recognition, terrible comedy, a plot that makes no sense, adult content carried out by literal high schoolers, all within a show that feels like a first draft jotted down on the back of a crusty napkin. Before it can even begin, Velma crashes due to the lack of competent writing, horrendous ideas, and overall bad execution. Now, if there's one thing that Velma has actually done efficiently, it's proved that when you think you've seen bad writing, it can always be worse. On a positive though, the show and its characters are so radically different from the originals that thankfully, there's no way to accidentally get them confused or even closely relate them to one another. The aspect of whodunit is all but forgotten, replaced with characters who act like one-note obnoxious tools of the show to carry the comedy, if that's what you would call it.
I do miss my mom. Prison is cool, but nobody watches me pee quite like Mother.
It's not like Scooby-Doo was originally super complex, but at least it was entertaining enough to earn a solid legacy and nostalgic factor. Some of the mysteries were genuinely great watches for the caliber that they were, with Zombie Island being the flagship adventure because of how different it felt. So different, in fact, that it got me terrified as a kid, making me afraid of both swamps and mirrors. But unlike this crown jewel of the series, Velma and the others lack curiosity to solve any mystery and just kind of bumble around the entire time. There is character potential where she sees monsters and things when she tries to figure out what happened to her mother, but that idea is not developed nearly enough to be an actual good fresh take on her character. She doesn't need to overcome the visions in order to grow as a person and find the truth that she seeks, because why would this show bother? It's too busy watering down Fred's intelligence to a grain of rice, not to mention making him the leader of the windmill people on one occasion. Daphne is selling illegal substances like they were Instagram quotes, and Shaggy, or Norval as he's called, is too busy trying to start a relationship with Velma.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP! Simp!
And Scooby, yeah, there is no dog here. This may change as the series goes on, but I can't afford to invest any more time or brain cells for the show. Like, there isn't even a banger theme song to get me hyped like that other, far superior series.
What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery.
Now yes, Scooby-Doo at its core is a kid's show. But what it did so well is encourage critical thinking and problem solving, all enhanced by a villain who always has a motivation that fuels them to do what they do. As a kid who loved analyzing things, this show was it. It had the charm, the animation, the jokes that, looking back, were nothing too special most of the time, but did the job to push the overall theme of exploring the world from a new angle, asking questions when things didn't line up, and using people's backstories as context for the clearer picture. Characters, like real people, often have things that push them to act a certain way, shaped by their past that gives them unique perspectives. Velma did none of that. Who wanted this show? Forget straight to streaming. The show should have been straight to Braille. Leave a saucy like and subscribe to join the Star Council.